What are y'all doing? What's happening? It's Feral Monday. Let's get feral. Don't know what we're doing. I am gonna have to hop off and finish filming foundation. I'm filming a foundation, summertime foundation situation. But let's get the eyes going and then we'll still finish the face. It's just, I gotta go put the foundation on. That's me putting on foundation. Let's try out this palette today. And I have a vision. I'm having a vision all through here. Maybe even a splash of that. Whew, I gotta see this. You ready? Melt Cosmetics is known for some serious pigment. That is gorgeous. All right, let's paint, y'all. So we're going into our clean canvas today. And I kind of want to bring it pretty far towards my nose. So I'm going to take that clean canvas and I'm going to bring it over pretty far. It's going to look absolutely feral, but we know feral before fabulous here. At the risk of sounding repetitive, I just want you to know that this does need to be in a very thin, even layer. You'll see that it completely covers up the skin there. You can't see my veins. It's very opaque. It's not see-through. And we want to make sure that it's really nice and thin across the lid. I'm going to bring it out pretty far too. I don't know what we're doing over here, but we could always cover that up later. So this is beautiful. We're going to start with this. We're going to start with our first transition shade. We're going to grab that 2 swipes on the brush, and it's quite a bit. Also, I just kind of rubbed this up against my clean canvas. It's chaos over here. Beautiful chaos, some might say. And we're going to start to press that into the socket. Look how smooth. Pick up 2 more swipes and I'm just going to build this up. Ooh, pigment. Very pretty. And as I'm pressing, that is what's setting that eyeshadow base, because this is the type of eyeshadow base that is going to move until it's set, but it's also going to really make your eyeshadows and your pigments really stand out because it's grabbing and intensifying. So now we're going to do the same thing over here, and what you just saw me look at was I was making sure that that shadow is facing the ceiling, because I don't really need the shadow down here. I can clean that up, but I really want the shadow more towards the brow area. And then I want to transition a little bit more. So I'm going to take that side that has the product. It should have very little now, just enough to continue to smooth the top part of the shadow. So I recorded something and then it wouldn't load. The audacity. So what I was saying is we're going to take this color. I don't want y'all to ever be afraid of colors like this because they're just there to add a little bit of dimension. So we're going to start with the 2 taps. I already have 2 taps on, but we need 2 more. And it's really important to kind of count out where we're at. Obviously where I'm at in my makeup journey now, I don't really have to, but I want to teach that because it's really important. It's going to keep them even. So 2 taps over here, then 2 taps over here, and then we did another 2 taps. So we're 4 taps in. Maybe a little bit confusing, but when we go 1, 2, it's not. So now we're 6 taps in. So I need to add another 2 taps to the other eye. But it's just so much easier to build than it is to put all of this on our brush and then take it here, and then we wind up over blending because we don't know where to put it all. So building. Now let's switch to an E27 brush because I really want to keep this pretty contained. And I'm just going to start, look how pigmented. I'm going to start to stamp that in the deepest part of the socket. I think I want to do kind of a shadowing, but I still wanted that really pretty orangey red transition. So yeah, why not? Do you see that? You see what the E27 can do? And I just want this to be lightly diffused. It doesn't need to be perfectly blended since it is kind of the star of the show. You'll see in just a second. I have a vision. Tap, tap. So now I'm just going to pick up that brown shade right on the tip of the brush, the pointiest part. I'm going to show you. See the pointy part? We're going to take that. I'm going to turn my head to the side. And we're just going to take it in here. And then once we get all the way over here, we want that pointy side. And it'll fit nicely right there. So this is where it's going to get fun. So we're going to fill in this very outer part with the dark brown. There's a ruckus going on downstairs. Okay. Now, no need to carve it out, but we do want to make sure that it's a little tacky on the lid. I didn't pick up any more. There should just be enough on the brush. Okay, now we're gonna grab a C30 in this shade. I'm also really enjoying putting all of these colors together because I know a lot of times we don't think about putting these kinds of colors together, but it's really, really fun. So, oh, look at that pigment. Oh my, and that is just gonna keep going and going and going. So we're gonna take this, and now that's gonna meet the dark brown. Okay, we don't even have to dip back in. Feather it over that way. And when I say feather, that just means a very light blending. Now we're just gonna wipe this brush on Sheila. And this is just a towel. It's not microfiber, it's not wet. The bristles just don't absorb product, so you're able to switch back and forth. Okay. Now, let's use this shade. We are putting in some work. I'm excited. So this one goes in the center. Oh, that is pretty. And if you hear weird little munchy noises, Douglas has his little doggy treat dental thing, and he's eating it behind me. And the reason he's eating it behind me is because he's hiding from the little dog that we're babysitting. Dad, those are some gremlin noises. I also want to let you know that rhinestones have been requested, so I need to find some of those. We gotta get some rhinestones in here. Wow, I love these shadows. These are fun. I feel like this bronze would be so pretty, just with the kind of neutral looking eye. Gorgeous. 10 out of a 10. Are you done gremlining down there? I don't think he is. Now, I do want you to notice that I'm tapping to transition that over into the blue. Same thing over here. And I hope that y'all knew I was gonna grab the light blue. I know a lot of you assumed this. You felt it. And then that's gonna go towards the front. See that precision? That's the C30 ink. And then blend it over into the bronze. Ooh. So I want to keep the brown cohesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my C30 again, the same one. I just wiped it off. We're going to grab a little bit more of clean canvas. And don't worry about it getting in your lashes. I should have known better, but I'm excited. But we can fix that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a wing, and then we'll just fill it in. Yes. Same thing on this side, but let me be a little more careful. There we go. She gets too excited. I just see my vision and I'm trying to get that vision onto my face. Don't worry about this. This is the beauty of it. It doesn't need to be perfect, and the reason why is because we're gonna tap it in just a second. My mother is getting a phone call. Now grab your E27 or your tiny little shader, and we're gonna grab that dark brown, this one. We're gonna grab it on the side of the brush, and then we're gonna just tap it right on top. and that base is nice and tacky, so it's just going to grab it. Perfect. And I will work in sections when I do this. Then we connect. Same thing over here. And I actually didn't want a whole lot towards the front, so that's perfect. And then with whatever's left on the brush, all we have to do is just kind of run that through, and it brings everything back to somewhat normal. No more clean canvas all on our lashes. Back under control. All right, we got some micellar water here on our C30. We're just gonna clean up underneath here. But I think I'm gonna come back in and do some draping with our blush. I'm ahead of myself. But again, I must speak my vision into existence. Time for our lashes. Really quickly, I have a lash tutorial on my saved highlights, but just really quickly, notice that I've grabbed it from the center. They're so much easier to control if you grab from the center, wiggle it, and then press. Now just give it a second. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, wipe your tweezers off because they probably have glue on them. Just wipe them on whatever you have that you use. I wipe them on Sheila. Okay, then adjust that side, then adjust this side. And what you were seeing me wait for was I'm waiting for that glue to get tacky. The number one reason that lashes give you a hard time is sliding. And that sliding means that your lash glue wasn't tacky and grabbing enough. All right, I'll be right back. I'll have the foundation on, and of course I'll tell you what foundation, but the video I'm filming is gonna be really helpful. It is gonna be an ad, but we all know that my ads, you're going to learn something. All right, I'll be right back. So I used my Revlon foundation today, and you're going to see why in the video. Shade 220, this is the one for balanced to dry skin. And now let's move on to the rest of the face. Now I'm going to hop over to this. I love this. I love it so much. So I'm going to do my concealer, but I actually do this shade. And then that would be too light on its own, but this shade would be too dark on its own. So I mix them and it's perfect for me. Perfect. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And now I'm gonna grab this shade to bronze. Remember, bronzer can shape the face, but the cooler tones here, like this one right here, that's going to sculpt. I'm just gonna repeat that forever, every day. I wake up in the morning and I say it. I love makeup so much. But I feel sometimes we get confused with makeup, and that's not what we're here to do. I'm not going to confuse y'all. I'm going to help y'all. And the reason you're seeing me put it here, it's not because I want to contour. It's because I want to make sure that this is all fluid and flows down into my chest. This isn't going to sculpt the way that a cool tone would, but it is going to give us that depth, and it's going to make sure everything matches and blends together. So we're using our C40 brush, and the reason I'm not blending out my concealer first is because sometimes when I bronze, it can get a little wild. So we're going to use this to our advantage to make sure that we can kind of blend it all back. You'll see. I love this. I love it so much. I love this palette. I love it. Again, we're not sculpting. We're just giving that sun-kissed look to where it's here, here, and then flows there. Now let's blend in our concealer. And the reason I did the concealer after the bronzer is because I really wanted it to be nice and bright, and I really wanted to have more control over the concealer. I didn't want the bronzer to blend up too high, so now I'm kind of taming that bronzer. I wanted a really bright situation right through here. I didn't want that bronzer to kind of creep up too high. Just for today's look, we're always doing different things. There's no right or wrong with that. It's just about what we're in the mood for. And I thought it'd be fun to have really bright under eyes. Melty, melty. And I'm also going to do draping in just a second, but I'm not going to set here. So we're doing our Givenchy powder underneath our eye. Ooh, we gotta smooth that. Even just the time it took me to set over here, no matter the concealer I'm using, it's going to crease. Body heat is warming it up. So now we're gonna go in immediately with our Givenchy powder on our setting puff. Nice. And then I'm teaching the technique I'm about to do in my video, but I have to post it tomorrow so you'll see it. Having fun with this multicolor waterline. This is Prance from ColourPop. I do have a code with them. I make a small commission. If you want to use it, it's Rose, and I'm going to stop the blue about right there. Okay, and then we're going to grab the color Hit the Jackpot, which is similar to our bronze that we have on, and that's going to go on the outer part. Isn't that fun? So I think we're just going to use this shadow right here as blush. It's a little harder to get out because it's obviously in the little rectangle. Oh, hang on. I'm going to grab quite a bit of it, but I'm going to show you where I'm grabbing it. It's really important to see where we're picking up these products. So I'm just going to start here, and then I'm going to use it as blush. That's fun. I still got my rhinestones here too. Picking up some more. Same spot. Let's go here. That's so pretty. And then we'll grab the dark brown on an E27. Press that underneath here. It's actually Dougie snoring today. Jean's downstairs with Granny. And then let's go ahead and connect with this color. Just press that underneath. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this look so much. Let's make sure that it connects over here as well. For rhinestones, we're gonna grab our Duo Line It Lash It, and I'm just gonna, I don't know what, we don't know. But I am gonna use rhinestones that are similar in color to the eyeshadow look. So these particular ones I couldn't find on the site anymore, but they have so many that are similar. This is just a particular collection. That's the word I'm looking for. Ooh, y'all see that? Stick it right on there. This is also from Get Stoned, the little applicator, but I believe they have a different applicator now, and it's gonna be better. But this is basically a nail art tool. This is gonna be fun. And we don't know what we're doing. We're just having fun here. Did I have one there? I thought I had one there. Sometimes they run away. I already have it right here. I think I need more glue. I'm back. And can I give you the biggest tip of all? Whenever you're done with your rhinestones, shut them. Most of you already know this, but there has been some rhinestone trauma around these parts. So for lips, I want to mimic our eyes. So I kind of want to do a mixture of peachy and the cool because the eye has peach tones and cool tones. So let's start with this lip. I'm going to link this lip. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love makeup. Oh, and don't be afraid to kind of tap this one in because it is a shimmer. And I find tapping it, it activates the little sparkles in there. Kind of gets them going. And then we're going to go in with Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. And this will basically mimic our eye without the blue. But don't tempt me. I'll get blue lipstick. Y'all know I will. It's Feral Monday. I'm not going to. And just for funsies, let's add some definition here. This is from Stila as well. This is the brown one. And this is just a little tip. There's a lot more to it, and I know it's a little hard to kind of extend the inner corner like this, but I will say that turning to the side like this really helps. But we'll do a more in-depth tutorial on it. And also, this is so tiny, it is really nice. There you have it. I think this is Feral Monday worthy. Yee, look at the sparkles. So fun. And the draping, and then this color tied in. It's very monochromatic. All right, I'm gonna go finish up filming my video. I'm posting an ad tonight, and it's an ad for this. Need I say more? It's all I talk about. It's obviously, it's not an ad here. If it was an ad here, it would say ad either here or here, and it would be big. None of that Makeup Forever partner to the side. I put ad. I want y'all to know. But also know that I get a lot of the partnerships because the brands see me just continually using them. And they're like, hey, can you just create us one specific video just using that so we can have it? So look at it that way. I'm excited to post it, and it's my favorite. It's near and dear to my heart. All right, I love y'all so much. I'm so excited to post the video. I gotta go finish up a few things, and then I gotta finish filming a few other videos. But I love you with all of my heart, and I'll see you tonight in the comments.